It's showtime.
Breaking news from the BS and Beer news desk.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show, Beer Chaser. I am Dale. With me today from Sports for You, we got Trell in the building. What's up, Trell?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy holidays. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
Thanksgiving, I ate a lot, slept a lot. So yeah, pretty positive,
Yeah.
How about you, man?
That's good. Good, man. Good. Spent some time with my mom's, watched some football, had some good food, and went home, chilled, caught the end of the game. So it was good. It was good living. You know what I'm saying? Good living.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So we are on again doing the Saints post game. Saints fall to the Rams 21-14. It was a close game all the way to the end there. And yeah, we've been disappointed. It happens. It happens. But how are you feeling, man, after this loss here? And just the prospects of almost being there and then falling short here at the end. What would you think?
I knew we still had the game in our hands. It didn't get too crazy. It was a close game, as it always is with the Rams. It's a bad loss, but I'm more concerned with the health of Taysom Hill because we could have utilized him. We could have used him on that third down when Carr didn't get the ball off in time and he pretty much got sacked.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely could have used him for that extra yardage on fourth down, but I'm more concerned about him. But other than that, it was a gut wrenching loss. Atlanta lost today. Bucks are pretty much tied with them. So right now we're still not out right just yet, but it's an uphill battle, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. Still not out of it, but it's we on life support for sure. And things were kind of setting up pretty well, I thought, earlier in the day, man, because we saw the Falcons go down, and earlier, the Panthers were up on the Bucks, so
Yeah.
like that would have made things look even better for us, if if they could pull it out. Look like they're not, but still, it would have been better for us. So yeah, man, let's go through the game here, man. The first possession by the Saints, we end up scoring a field goal. I thought we were fortunate to get a field goal from Groupie because it looked like well, that was a fumble on that first possession with Carr. They call it incomplete, and that gives us that ability to get the 3-0 lead there. But early on, man, the Saints are giving up pressure up front. Your thoughts early in the game?
Yeah, our O line wasn't doing so hot. They was getting the car, but luckily I don't think did Carr get sacked. I don't remember if he got sacked or not.
Let me check.
In that game.
Yeah, no sacks.
So I knew for a fact that it was incomplete because his arm was going forward. Because man, let me tell you, I was about to get up out my seat and throw the chair at the TV if that was a return for a touchdown. Cause I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. But yeah, our offense was still starting out slow. Kamara, he was having a good game. Luckily, the Rams still couldn't stop the run. They still have problems with that, just like us. Yeah. But we had Taysom Hill. We could have used him early on in the game, but I understand the game plan. But yeah, it was a slow start. We can't keep having these slow starts, man. It pretty much cost us because Groupie missed a field goal later on in that game. So them slow starts, we still gotta get over that.
Yeah, I mean, look, we talked about red zone failures last season a bunch, and we're 0 for 2 in the red zone for the day, and that really cost us. We just need to be able to score touchdowns when we get down there, and it's been a struggle. So,
Yeah,
um, so the Rams
exactly.
the ball back. They're moving the ball pretty well on the ground early on, but the pass rush was looking pretty good. And look, overall for the first half, I thought this story rang true for the most part. What did you think about the defense?
Oh, our
Early?
defense was stepping up.
Yeah,
We was getting some sacks. We was getting some sacks on Stafford. We were disrupting the pass. We didn't let Puka Nakua or Cooper Cup um, go off, which I was afraid because those two are 9 times out of 10 hard to cover, especially Puka. So we pretty much had them not locked down, but we had them contained. We were still having problems with the running game because Karen Williams was still getting his yards in. But
yes,
the fact we had them shut out, I thought that was cool. But it was also frustrating because, hey, man, if we had our offense going, we definitely would have been up at least a couple of scores heading to halftime. But our defense was doing a solid good job in the first half.
yeah. I thought that's spot on right there, man. I wish we could have contained the Rams like the entire game, but we'll get to that as we move further along in the show here in our recap. Um, so right before the half, we saw Groupie hit another 50 plus yard field goal to have the Saints go up at the half 6-0. So early on, I mean, the Saints pretty much shutting down the Rams. Rams offense kind of they're running the ball okay, but passing game is a mess. Stafford not
Mm-hmm.
finding people, we getting pressure. He's not in rhythm at all early on the first half.
Yeah, it's we because the Rams are a 50-50 team. 1 week they're hot, 1 week they're ice cold and having issues. So I thought for sure coming into this game that we had the upper hand, that we can pretty much disrupt the Rams offense and get them rattled and maybe force some picks off of Stafford or something. But again, our defense, we held them to 0 points, and they usually is not often that the Rams get shut out in the first half of a game, and it's been a long time since that happened.
Yeah.
So I was going in the locker room feeling pretty good. Yeah, we had 6 points, but I was like, okay, we got to get going because the same Rams team that struggled, they still got the same Matthew Stafford that can come from behind and take the game. But I was somewhat nervous, but yet happy going to the halftime.
Yeah, yeah. I actually felt pretty good going to halftime, holding them down like that. Um, I thought AK looked good on offense, but I don't know. It really just kind of puzzles me. We can run the ball well, between the 20s, but we get in the red zone. Everything kind of just shuts down. And
Yeah,
I don't like that, man.
I agree. I
So,
wholeheartedly agree.
all right, Rams first possession of the second half. They're moving the ball well on the ground, and Stafford's starting to connect with his wide receivers too, and that leads to a Kyron Williams touchdown that brings the scores to 7-6 Rams. So, what are you thinking there after this first possession here by the Rams? They go out, score first time.
Man, I was like, well, they're starting to get hot. So now for sure our offense has to get together because we had to go respond. We couldn't let them go up 14-6 and so on and so on. So at that point, I'm like, well, here we go. Because
Mhm.
eventually the coach, he would get this team ready to go, ready to play. So Matthew Stafford is always going to get going at any time and can get hot anytime. So I know for a fact that if we didn't get another stop, we was definitely going to be in trouble because for the past couple of weeks, the whole season, our defense does its job, but if our offense doesn't do theirs, we start to get tired later on in the third quarter, going to the fourth, and then all hell breaks loose. So the coach Izzo had to get the team right and be like, all right, let's go. We gotta get a score, because if we didn't get a score, it was gonna be a long day. And playing against Sean McVay and those Rams, you can never count that team out at all.
Yeah. But unfortunately, man, the Saints unable to respond with a score of their own. We trade punts, and we give them an extra punt back, and then the Rams respond by going down the field, moving the ball at will, like everything they wanted to do at this point. They cap it off with a touchdown throw to Marcus Robinson there. That makes it 14-6 Rams. This drive even included like a long pass over there to DeMarcus Robinson. He I want to say he burned Alontae Taylor, am I right?
Again, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That man. He's on my calling out names for sure for today. Definitely.
You know what? We should do that at the end of this. Let's call our names. How about that? I like it. All right. So now you're thinking, hey man, we're down at this point. The Rams moving the ball pretty well. Offense, y'all have to respond for sure. And the offense does respond with the strike to MVS. That's right, MVS, the guy we got off the street, MVS. And then not only did we get a touchdown to MVS, a 2-point conversion to Dante Pettis, also off the street. Tie the game at 14. We got less than 12 minutes left to go in the game. I'm feeling good about this now because, well, we just answered.
Yeah. Because when MVS, I'm like, there we go, because we haven't had an MVS sighting all game. So when he hit that touchdown, I'm like, all right. I wasn't thinking about the 2-point conversion. I was too busy celebrating. So I'm like, all right, we kick the field goal down by 1. We get a stop. We got a game. I looked back up. Pettis caught the extra the 2-pointer, and the first thing that came to my mind is, wait, we got receivers? Like, oh snap, we actually got receivers on the team. So that was a big step up to tie the game, and I was like, oh yeah, we're back to ground zero. We got a game now. So I was like, all right, let's go. Let's get this stop. Let's stop them. Let's get the ball back. Let's keep it rolling, because now it's close. It's anyone's game. It's the third quarter, fourth quarter. I thought for sure it's like, yep, it's game time, because I was not expecting a 2-point conversion. Well, I should have been, but it was by my surprise that someone outside of MVS actually caught that pass. So I was like, oh, yeah, we actually had some receiver sightings today. So that's good. That's a good sign moving forward.
Yep. And shout out Calvin Austin too, man. He's been looking good since he's been given his opportunity to play in from the Saints uniform. So he's been looking good, man. All right, so the next possession for the Rams, they start off the possession with a great kick return. Whittington went for like 44 yards there before he was tackled. So now the Rams got the ball at their 44-yard line. Really, really close to field goal range. They could do whatever they want here. And so on this drive, we get the Rams down to 1st and goal because the Saints have 2 defensive penalties, which leads to easy Puka Nacua screen pass for a touchdown. Sloppy tackling on the drive, but it's 21-14 Rams at this point. What are you thinking in this drive?
Alontae Taylor needs to stop getting penalties, because he's been getting either burnt or getting penalties in every game. So far, and that one we could have probably forced them to kick a field goal before that penalty. So that penalty he had on Puka Nacua is like he didn't even he caught the ball, but it was out of bounds, so it wasn't gonna be a touchdown. But that penalty pretty much gave them set them up for a first and goal. And he's like I said, he's always either getting burned by a receiver or getting stupid penalties. And that one of those penalties, like all you have to do is just turn around, look for the ball at least once, and that would have been a loss of a down.
Yeah. Also on this drive, man, we saw Chase Young get called for a neutral zone infraction, which gave them, instead of a 3rd and long, they now have a 3rd and 5. So that also aided in this drive too, to give them a touchdown. So all around bad stuff there on that last defensive drive. So now we got the ball. We have to go score a touchdown, the answer. And this is the drive where we get the second NOLA no call. The defender all over the back of Taysom Hill. He still caught it. He short of the first down. And then, you know what? What if the damn ref throws the flag on this play, Trell? And instead of this next play with Taysom Hill running to pick up the first down and colliding with Ruiz, we get the freaking first down properly, like we should have got, because it was pass interference. What about that, Trell?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, we pretty much Taysom Hill will still be on the field right now and not carted off to the locker room getting checked out for his knee. So every time we play the Rams, man, there's always some BS on these no calls, man. It's like it was a clear pass interference. It was a clear penalty. So if we got that, we'd have got that first down. Would have been a different story. We knew we never would have had to worry about Taysom Hill getting into that freak accident that was caused by a Rams defender. Because if you look at the replay, he was aiming straight for the leg. There was no accident there. But that's another story for another day. But man, every time we play those Rams, man, I always, ever since 2017, man, I hate the Rams. I would never like the Rams, man.
Absolutely. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But yeah, that's real unfortunate, man, because Taysom got hurt on that next play, man. I'm hoping this knee injury just ends up being some kind of sprain, something he can rebound back quickly from, because we need him. Our offense can't take too many injuries.
Right.
we need him. So but last play, pretty much of the Saints possession, Carr holds on to the ball a little bit too long. Jared Verse knocks it out. Game over. He did hold on to it too long, but it was nobody open. I can't say that he should have thrown it. I mean, it'd just be nice if maybe he would have forced it somewhere. I would take that.
It was fourth down, right?
No, it was four. Yeah, that's right. Fourth down. Yes.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say throw it away, but it was fourth down, so never mind.
Now you had to just force it somewhere at that point.
Yeah, there was no, because I was gonna say he could have ran, but he would have gotten no more than 2 yards anyway. So it was one of those, he pretty much had nowhere to go, and there was no one getting open, no one could get open. So it is what it is. But if we had more downs to work with, it would have been a different story. But
man.
It is what it is, man. Damn those Rams, man. It was a good game, but damn those Rams.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, so you talked about calling out some names and everything like that, man. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So who are you wanted to call out right here, man?
Outside of Alontae Taylor, because man, dude, he's always getting the dumbest penalties in every game. That especially when we have teams on third down or almost like a loss of a down, he bails them out by doing some stupid penalties. And another one, we haven't called his name in a while because we haven't been on that side, and I was happy until today. Penning, like, dude, that was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? You just You didn't have to do that. So there goes another defensive offensive penalty on that one because again, that was a Alvin Kamara touchdown negated because of him. So it's like get him back to the bench, get him back to the practice squad, get someone out there that has more common sense because that's not the first time he's caused us to lose a first down or a touchdown. So those two guys got to play better, got to play smarter. Alontae Taylor, he has the tools to step up with the loss of Marshawn leaving the team and what was the other guy we have on there? Adobo. Like
Debo, yeah.
Debo, yeah.
Injured, yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the loss of him, so he has to step and be that premier corner, and you can't do that if you keep getting these penalties, man, because they're gonna keep testing you every time.
Okay, hold on, Terrell. All right, I went back to the game log here. Right, I'm looking. It's pretty early on in the game here. Okay, so it's a 4th and 5. I'm sorry, this is the wrong one. It's a 1st and 10 at the Rams 12. Short pass, complete to Kamara for 12 yards, touchdown, nullified by penalty. But they call it on Young. I'm sorry. They call it on Fuaga. I'm sorry. The left tackle. Yeah.
Okay.
Not Penny. Not Penny.
But Penny did get a call though. I forgot what it was. I thought it was that one, but Penny did get a call.
Oh, you all right? You all right? Yeah. A little bit later on in his drive, he gets a penalty for a low block. 15.
There you go. That's the one.
Yes.
And that shit was not necessary at all, fam. You did not have to go that low. You could have just kept it pushing, extend your arms out, get the block, keep it moving. But and he has a record history of doing that too. So
yeah,
that wasn't necessary, man. Like you're costing us yards, you're costing us downs. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, man. All right, so for me, I'm gonna call out. I'm calling out. Let's see, Chase Young. How about that? All right, Chase Young. You get paid a lot of money this year. It's 1-year deal. It's what the market said you were owed, and it's what you got. But I need to see some return on this investment. And I'm looking at the stat sheet, and he doesn't record any sort of stat. He has the same amount of stats I had. Okay, I had as many tackles as him. I had as many sacks as him. I had as many everything as him. Okay, I did Chase Young job today. All right.
I mean, he was rushing. He was rushing Matthew Stafford a few times. He couldn't get home, but he was disruptive a few plays in the game though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want all right, they don't pay you $20 million for 1 year, in order to just get some pressures. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Yeah. We brought him over to destroy quarterbacks. We brought him over to be, to take over where Cam Jordan, left off at, man. So yeah, I get it. He didn't. I mean, he was there. He was a force, but yeah, we could have got more tackles out of him, especially during the run game and at least a few sacks. Because we got a few sacks today. It just wasn't him.
Yeah. We also saw Tyrann Mathieu leave this game with the shoulder injury. So hopefully that won't be too serious. But I don't think he came back into the game. Did you see him come back?
No, he didn't. No, he was on the sideline.
Yeah.
I didn't even see what happened.
He went to make a tackle, and the guy's legs hit his shoulder, and that was it. He made a stop.
A stinger.
Yeah, he made a stop.
Hopefully just a stinger.
Thoughts about Carr this game here. He went 24 for 37, 184, 1 touchdown. By comparison, Matthew Stafford went 14 to 24, 183, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. You gotta be better than that. I mean, granted, he didn't throw any picks. He didn't make any dumb decisions, if I should say. But his numbers should be better though. He gotta be more precise. You gotta know when to run. Because sometimes when he does choose to run, is always when it's later in the game instead of. I mean, granted, he's not a fast runner, but at least try. But gotta be better. The numbers gotta be better. But I'm happy there's no interceptions. He almost had 200 yards in passing. But you got to get into practice, get more reps with these wide receivers, get better plays, get better routes because, man, we only had one deep pass, and that was the only pass we had for that touchdown. So Kamara can't do it all.
It's still concerning. The wide receiver position is still concerning, right? So you have 24 total receptions by receivers. By the team. I'm sorry, by the team. Okay, wide receivers account for 2, 5, 6, 7 of those 24. Everything else goes to tight ends, running backs, and Taysom's.
And Taysom's, yeah, exactly. And Taysom's, the good one. That's a good one. Because Dante Pettis only had 5 yards on one receiving, and Moreau only had 6 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's
like,
tight end, running back, or Taysom.
Yeah, or Taysom. And now we ain't got no Taysom. So we definitely need these wide receivers to step up now.
Somebody's got to step up, bro. That's a lot of production leaving.
They took our Taysom. They took our Taysom, Dale. Them damn Rams took our Taysom. They knew what was happening. They're like, you know what? No, that is not happening tonight.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Knocked our Taysom out, man. So, all right, man. Any final thoughts here before we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, man. We need more continuity and togetherness between Carr and the receivers. We got to work on plays of getting these guys open. Because if they're not getting open, how do you expect to get the ball out? And which would leave Kamara being the only option. If they can see that, and now there's not going to be a Taysom Hill, so it's definitely going to be on Kamara. We got another running back. Start implementing another running back in the schemes. Get better play calling for these wide receivers because we got to get their names out there. And we get them names out there. We need to have these teams say, okay, now we got to guard him because right now we still ain't got no wide receiver outside of Scantling. So we got to get more design plays for Scantling also. So they got a lot of work to do. Starting tonight when they get back, they got a lot of work to do. As soon as they leave that locker room, get these wide receivers going.
Yes.
Get these wide receivers
definitely
going.
got to scheme something up, man, to get these receivers open. Carr's got to have more options out there to pass the ball to for sure. Let's keep the running game going though, because that was definitely a positive for the day. Alvin Kamara finished the game with 112 rushing yards. With a long of 13 yards there on the running game. So,
and that's his 11th 100-yard rushing game.
Yeah, that's really positive. But he could use some help in that department too, man. Because your next leading rusher is Taysom Hill, 5 carries for 10 yards. You know, he could use some other help.
Yes, yeah. And now that he's gone, you know, bring in Williams. I mean, We've had a history of using 2 running backs, so why not look at what Detroit's doing right now? They got a dual running back system that pretty much they got the idea from us when we had Kamara and Ingram. So now that they got 2 running backs, they're doing pretty good. So we gotta use that other running back into some schemes too to give Kamara some rest or give him some help, so the defense can get confused on who to guard because. You can't go wrong having a dual running back. Can't.
Yeah. I want to say Kendre Miller should be coming back off IR this week. So that could be some help until he gets hurt again.
Uh-oh.
Because they're going to get hurt again.
Buck, the Bucks and Panthers in OT, and Bucks about to score.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Bucks about to looks like they're about to score this touchdown. That'd be game over.
All right.
Carolina came back and tied it. Yeah.
I saw that what's his name caught 2 touchdowns, Mike Evans for the Bucks.
Yeah. I wish I had Godwin, but yeah, he's gone for the year. I got Godwin on Fantasy League, and he's in IR, so he's not coming back anytime soon. So.
Okay. All right, man. Well, that's gonna wrap up the show for this week. Do appreciate all the comments, Chris and Jake out there chiming in
being a hater,
to the
Chris.
show. Yeah,
Being a hater, Chris.
do you get it pretty bad out there since you out in California?
No. One of my closest homies is a Rams fan, and he's actually pretty cool. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, no. Only when it's game time, it's like, we go back and forth because it's that underlying rivalry hate that is not that popular. But those who live 2017 knows the hate is real. The little hate is real. But other than that, as far as anything else, it's just normal. Just normal.
Yeah, I'm with you here. Okay. Yeah, so the Bucks just kicked the field goal to go over in overtime, 26-23, so boo on them. It's not what I want to happen.
Yeah.
So,
we still got Tampa to play later on too, so
Yeah.
I was hoping we get this win, so if it came down to between us and them again, we would have, they're the last ones. We got revenge on everybody else.
yeah. Yep, exactly, man. All right, let's go wrap the show again for this week. Check us out again. We'll be on after the Saints game. Whoever we play next, I don't even know who we play next. But
Giants. Play the Giants.
Oh, we're gonna stump the Giants.
Yeah, we play the Giants. You better stump the shit out of them.
We're gonna be happy next week, y'all.
And they ain't got no quarterback over there either, so we better stump the shit out of them.
That's right. We whipped the Vito last year. We're gonna whip him again. So let's go.
If he plays,
he didn't play last. He block on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's right. Sure did.
So there should be no excuses on that why we can't beat a third string quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we will see y'all next week after we whip the Giants behind. All right. We're going to be happy next week. And we're going to have more optimism and hope. The best drug ever.
I still got hope. The division is so terrible right now. Our division is so terrible right now. We still have a puncher's chance of making it interesting and trying to get in. But yeah, this is one of them games. It's always some damn Ram games too that screw us up, that screw us over. Because it was like that last year. I think we lost to the Rams last year, and we were trying to make a late push. So
Yeah, well, that's probably NFC tiebreakers, but yeah, we won't have to worry about that now. It's purely NFC South or bus.
Yeah, pretty much.
How we doing?
Pretty much.
NFC South championship or bus, baby. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, man.
Totally agree.
We'll see y'all next week. Who that?
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.